Mine started.
Surfing safari, let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning now. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari. How are we doing, folks? Good morning. Good afternoon. 12:16 p.m. We got the YouTube back. Big win. Big win. Hugest win of the week, I would actually say. Don't know what happened. Don't really understand. Don't know how we got it back, but we got it back. We got folks here now. Oh, how we doing? I've already had one energy drink today, and it was a delicious one, and I really enjoyed it. It was a Monster Rehab Tea Plus Lemonade, and it was so good that I decided to have another. What could go wrong? Anywho. I don't know what actually happened to YouTube. I don't know why it stopped, but we did 2 streams and I couldn't figure it out. But that's okay, because we are here now. You know? I'm 14 days away from having a monster again. Soon. Soon, my dear, soon. She was then shot 27 times. Yeah. Or my heart's gonna stop. I don't know. One of the two. Any hoot. Gang, I am so close to getting through the entirety of the footage for the newest YouTube video. I'm so excited. We're almost complete with the full run of the content. Right now, the video is sitting at 56 minutes. So we got to get it down, and we're going to do that. 97 out of 111. That is absolutely correct. We have 97 subs on Twitch. We hit 100 2 days ago, which was unreal. And then time has passed, and then the month subscriptions run out, and then that's the thing about time, is that it passes. Been hella storms here all week by me. I don't envy you. I don't envy you. It's so funny. Last Saturday, it was like beautiful in the Bay Area. It was gorgeous, amazing all week. And then, of course, Friday and Saturday and Sunday, nonstop torrential downpour. I managed to squeeze in a solid bike ride. But in the last hour, it just started. The sky opened up. And I took that as a test, if you will. And I finished the ride. Yeah. Next 3 people to sub are hot. That's so true. Everyone who's watching right now, like, it's actually like there is a certification that you can get when you're watching my stream, that you get it in the mail. It's a certificate. It says, your name here, am 1 standard deviation hotter than the rest of the population due to watching Pepper Step streams. But if you subscribe and you become the 98th, the 99th, or the 100th subscriber, you actually get a trophy in the mail. And I'm not lying about that, because why would I lie? Why would I lie? You can't look at me and give me a single reason why I would lie about that. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long week. I lied. There's no trophies, okay? Yeah, it's been a long week. I was feeling a little discouraged. A couple setbacks hit me. And then this morning, I decided to go on a bike ride, even though I really, really didn't want to. And I found this video on YouTube. And what was it? It was like, don't ever give up. And it was a 1-hour compilation of folks like David Goggins and the like, basically saying, you just can't give up. You ain't got it. You got more in the tank still. The man you are today is not the same as the man you will be tomorrow if you've got the dog in you. And if you don't got the dog, then you stay home and you don't even try. You go home right now. And today is tomorrow's yesterday, and bah! Anger! And anyway, that actually surprisingly did get me out of the slump a little bit. I listened to that, and then I realized today is tomorrow's yesterday. Yes, that's right. Ah. Saw an edit of your fellow Canadian GSP the other day. Dude is amazing. Who now? Yo, we got the sub! I like Quirkus Rober. Who's Quirkus Rober? Quirkus, is that right? Thank you for the sub. We got 98 now. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. It's an oak tree. Oh, you're getting all fancy on me. I'm not very good with my Latin names. Let me change this, and then I want to look up what a Quirkus Rober is. Whoops, 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 whoops. Did I pay my taxes? Taxes aren't real. What are you even asking? Taxes aren't real. What are you even saying? How do I switch profiles here? Switch profiles. Streaming profile. There we go. Let's look up a Quirkus Rober. Ah! An English oak. An English oak, indeed. Birdie Blackthorn, thank you for the sub. That's 99, folks. We are already starting strong. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful adventure we are about to partake on together. Quercus robur. Facts. English oak is a robust, hence its species name, spreading tree growing up to 70 feet, 22 meters tall. It is tolerant of a variety of well-drained soils. It resembles white oak, but its long acorns, borne on stalks from 1 to 4 inches long, give it away. Classic. It is also one of the few oaks in our area with twigs and leaves that are hairless and slightly lobed leaf bases. Why is that light so much? Hold on, I gotta rotate my lamp. How's that? Is that better? Quercus robur. Quercus robur. Quercus robur. Okay, let's edit a video, shall we? Let's make sure that I don't... Okay. Quercus robur. Quercus... Whoa, we got the 100! We got the 100! I didn't even notice! Helm Hamburger Hand, congratulations, you are the 100th caller. You get a high five. That was just for you. Nobody else is allowed to high five me there, so nobody else try. I miss, what are we counting? We're counting subs. We are at 100 now. Starting off the stream strong. Maybe I can help you focus on work. I mean, here's hoping. Here's hoping. I'm gonna try and not chat too much and actually get work done myself, because I really need to get a video out. Neon! I'm aboard James, gifting subs. Thank you, my friend. What the flip? How many did you gift? You gifted 3? Let's go. I'm supposed to be doing homework, but the burnout is real. Felt. So just hang out here with me. Just get through what you can, and you know, we're just gonna be here together. Hello, Seesabi Hikes. I'm doing well. We are editing a YouTube video right now. All right. We are, like I said, look at this. We are so close to the end. This is all the footage we have left. And then we have to do our pass through and adjust the audio and do the J-cuts and the overlays and put in the unit conversions and any on-screen text facts. And then maybe we'll explore some music. I don't know. Thank you for the cheer. Did my last class of my college career today. Congratulations. If YouCount wasn't a thing, do you have more fun editing for shorts / TikTok style or more traditional long-form YouTube style? Long-form YouTube. This is my home. This is where I feel like, what the flip? Thank you for cheering. 50 biddies. But yeah, YouTube. 1,000,000,000%. Because Instagram is a daily lottery that you just never know. Whereas, you know, here I can actually like basically like make a short film, and it's like, this is a product that I have and it's a piece of me. Whereas the fleetingness of reels just makes it feel like tricky. Not sure if you saw, Pepper, but I just got my shirts in and I love them so much. Send me pics. Send me pics. Gang, what are we doing? Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the cheers. What is happening? Am I editing the middle or the ending of the video? We are so close to the end. We have the same shirt now. Check out the merch. Check out the merch. Check out the merch. Thank you for all of the subs. Holy cannoli. Alley Cat, what's going on? You might hit 110 at this rate. Might happen. Might happen. I gotta wait to see the thing update so I know where we're at, because this is we're just going crazy right now. Okay, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Let's lock in a little bit. Just a little bit of motion first, and then we're gonna focus. It's gonna happen. Thank you. Oh my god. I dance for bits. I don't know what I'm doing, man. Pepper, I bought your tree shirt and will be wearing it in some of my uni transfer photos. Hey, Allie, I sent you a thank you message. Dude, did you get it? I remember you put that in your in your purchase thing. You left a little note and I left you a thank you. I hope it went through. I remember recording it. I was in my car at the gym. Gang, right now, if you order a piece of Happy Steppin' merch from happysteppin.com, !merch on Twitch, but it's also right on the screen right there. I am sending thank you messages to everybody, personal thank you messages, to thank you, right? Like that's what it's a thank you message. That's exactly what the purpose is, to thank you. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do that for, because, you know, each one takes me a little while, and I've got a lot of orders. But yeah, I will absolutely be sending them until I will be sending them until I cannot anymore. Yeah. I did not see that originally, but I do now. Well, I'm so glad that you came to the stream and that you were able to see that, because that's sick. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. What are we What is Shamrock 5, Corgle 5 cheer wall? What does that mean? Keep the hype train going. Wait, what's a hype train? Keep the hype train going. Choo choo. Choo choo. It is a great problem to have. Let me see. I don't know how many orders. I don't know how many thank yous I've sent out, but I can see how many orders that we've had over the last 7 days. We just hit 200 orders. We're actually legitimately at 201 orders right now. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh dang, I just completed all Twitch's level 1 hype emotes and I was 100th sub. Yes, buy a lotto ticket. Absolutely. Do it. Gamble away. But yeah, folks, we have 200 orders. 201. I'm not gonna shortchange that extra one. So crazy. OMG, barbecue sauce. Thank you for subbing. Oh my gosh. How many subs am I at right now? The thing still hasn't updated. It still says 103, but I don't think that is current. Oh man, let's just we'll take a quick. We'll get there. We'll get to working. We'll get to working. Let's see. It still hasn't refreshed yet. That's so interesting. 107 or 108, maybe, yeah. I will update it. I will. Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay, gang. Nice little warm-up. Nice little chit-chat. Let's edit. Because I'm so excited to get this video out, because this means that I can go on another trip, and I already have one planned. And I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh, I bought a camera. I'm filming with my iPhone. usually. And I bought a camera. I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I don't really know anything about using cameras or how to do that, but we're going to try, and I'm very excited about that. Okay. Let's see where we are here. What did I buy? I got the DJI Osmo 5, I think. I think it was that. Pal, Paul, thank you for subbing. Oh my goodness gracious me, oh my. We're gifting subs. Oh, that was a gift. Oh man, come on. I do all of it on an iPhone. I know, it's actually crazy. The iPhone is actually decent. Let's see.
I forgot to mention yesterday that part of the reason why the redwoods in this area grow so incredibly tall is thanks to the Eel River. The Eel River actually runs across the entirety of the Avenue of the Giants.
Gang, are you being so for real? Veggie, you did not have to do that. Thank you so freaking much.
But it is also known to be prone to flooding, and when it floods, it really floods. So much so that it has taken out entire towns in the past. But when it does flood, it leaves behind layers of sediment, and over thousands of years, it creates a soil that is nutrient-rich, deep, moist, and ideal for redwoods to grow big, tall, and strong.
Oh, whoops.
And strong. It's hard to visualize the water levels in this river here actually rising to be where I am, or perhaps even higher, but it has happened. And in 1964, in the town of Wiat, which is back that way, there's a high water sign that indicates that the water levels were sitting at around 33 feet in 1964. Poor Wiat, but as they say, we ought to get moving. Okay.
Right, because it's the town name. Also, I figured out how, like, it was near the end of the trip, I finally figured out how to get a cool, like, shot of the bike while I was riding. So, that's sick. I'm happy about this. The lighting isn't that great, but it is okay. What mic do I use? When I'm out there, I don't use any mic. When I'm in here, I have the Yeti Blue. Yeah. Okay. My shortcuts are all messed up. Basic. Undo. Ah! Okay. I think that's better. I'm so used to my Mac that I have to keep changing the shortcuts when I edit on Windows because I can't edit on Windows. What the flip? Do you see that? What? I guess I can't really use that, but whatever, we'll see. Hello, Depeche. How you doing?
Yeah.
Oh. I remember this. I was trying to get maybe a thumbnail, or something. I thought it might be cool, but I'm afraid to let go of both hands on the bike, so I was trying to do it really quick. I think I tried a couple of times here, so pardon me, this is kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I lose my balance. Do I do it again? Maybe I don't do it again. Okay, I guess I don't do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, that does not stay. Glitch in the Matrix. Okay, there's a good little bit of clip. And then let's see, how does the scenery change? The sun is so pretty. Ugh. I love riding in the morning and hiking in the morning. It's literally the best time. That felt good. Yeah, there's the other one. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I did it! Look how long I did it for! Yeah! That was pretty good. I'm happy about that. It's not nearly as cool as I thought it was. I'm actually filming myself, watching you film yourself, edit a film of yourself. I'm filming myself, watching you film yourself, editing a film of yourself. That is so meta. Exactly, filmception. Was Finn also here on this trip? He was not, but I do have a bag, like a basket to put him in. Do you see that yellow thing right there? That yellow thing? That is the basket that he can sit in on my new bike. So I'm very excited to have that be part of my life. Because I want him to come, but I couldn't justify it for the first bike packing trip because I just didn't know how hard it was going to be to film. It's hard. It's hard. My longest continuous hike, I did 41 miles in a single day. That was probably the longest. But when we hit 100K on YouTube, I am gonna try and go for 100,000 steps. So 41 miles was like 91,000 steps. So like maybe 50 miles. That's gonna be the bar, I think. That's crazy. Look at that. Okay. 2, 3. These are probably too long, I reckon. Whoops. 3, 1. Maybe we'll do 3. Maybe even 2, actually. It might be 2 seconds. Let's just delete a whole chunk of that. Delete a whole chunk of this. Just whatever. It's probably, I don't even know. Too long of a clip to make decisions. 3. And then I was just silly goofing around. I think I have to keep that. Ooh, pretty sun. Okay. Definitely gonna need to probably cut this down. I think I cut this. Maybe 2 seconds is the move here. I feel like 2 seconds might be the move. Yeah, for sure. These. Is this how you build a movie? I guess so. I guess so. Technically, this is a movie. Is it? Does this count as a movie? Am I like professional enough to call this a movie? Okay, after I kind of freak out there. No bump. No bump. Do not like the bump. And then 2 seconds.
So a state park car.
Oh, this took me so long to say. So as we try and work our way through this, I'm just going to share what actually happened. I was biking or first of all, actually, no, I was taking thumbnails. So in between that shot and this shot, I pulled over and I was taking like photos, or trying to. I did not actually get any, but I was trying to take photos for the thumbnail for the YouTube video, and I kept going into the front or into the middle of the road. I mean, mind you, this is again like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. I don't know. It was really early, so there was no cars or anything. But there was one person that biked by, and they had like a work vest on, like a reflection vest or something. So I assumed that they were like going into work or whatever. And I kind of like smiled and nodded at them, and I was kind of embarrassed, of course, because I don't like it when people see me filming or making content. I don't know why. It feels embarrassing to me for some reason. Anyway, then he just biked on, and then a state park truck drove past me maybe 30 minutes later, and then pulled over at a turnout right in front of me, and then got out of the car. So I thought that I was about to get banned for something. I don't know what I did. Maybe it was the fact that I was taking video in the middle of the road. I don't know. Anyway, it was not that at all. It was actually somebody who recognized me. Crazy, first of all. Second of all, they gave me a little crochet heart that one of their coworkers made. So shout out to Bubba was their name. That was just really cool. So all that to say, me and my purple lips here take way too long to explain that and try and get it out. So let's just go to the end and see if I actually did manage to get out that story.
So I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of moments, and a state park truck drove past me and then pulled over into a turnout and opened their door. And I thought that I was about to get in trouble for what? I don't know. I didn't do anything, but that's where my mind went. And
too many pauses. Gotta get rid of those. I think I did actually get it out on the last try here, so I'm happy about this.
I don't know. I didn't do anything, but that's where my mind went.
I don't have any
and
clips with
it
Bubba.
Turns out it was just somebody who actually.
I always feel weird about that. I would love to get like photos, or like videos or content, but I don't want to just be like, "Hey, do you want to be in my video?"
Recognized me, and their name was Bubba, and they gave me this crochet heart that one of their coworkers made, and I am going to treasure this thing forever. I
actually, sidebar, folks, you may or may not know that I have a P.O. box, but I do, and I just went and checked it, and there was some stuff in there. But ever since I opened my P.O. box, I have always, I've kept literally every single letter, because someday when I'm rich and famous, I'm gonna have a special room that isn't my kitchen, to stream in, and in the background, I want to put all of the postcards and such, because that's like so much more precious to me, because it's like physical and something that I can hold on to. I'm definitely like, I don't know, that like those just mean so much to me, because it's like snail mail is so cool. It's an outdated practice, and I don't know. One of their coworkers made, and I am going to treasure this thing forever. I love trail magic. So, and then there was a car. Nice. Solid. Magic. So I do believe there's a speed limit here. Okay, maybe I keep that in, actually. Put it down. That guy did zip past pretty fast. I do believe there's a speed limit here. Jeez Louise. I tell ya. I love trail magic so. Trail magic is just the little pick-me-ups that you get when you're on the trail, and they can take the form of a fellow hiker giving you a spare granola bar, or a water cache that has been set up by some sort of trail crew or a restoration association. And so trail angels give you trail magic, and it's just like, or like if you find, like, let's say you found maybe like a spork, an extra spork on the trail, and you really needed an eating utensil because you forgot yours at home, like that would be considered trail magic. So this is my little
much. So thank you
trail
so
magic
much,
that I got.
Bubba, and thank you to everyone at the Humboldt Redwoods State Park. I am going to treasure this forever.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and say that again.
Forever. I love trail magic. So thank you so much, Bubba, and thank you to all of the wonderful staff and crew that belong to Humboldt Redwoods State Park for keeping this place as breathtaking as it is.
Okay. And is that all I say? That is all I say. Okay, let's see if we can cut that down then.
I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of moments, and a state park truck drove past me over into a turnout and opened their door, and I thought that I was about to get in trouble for what? I don't know. I didn't do anything, but that's where my mind went. And it turns out it was
Let's cut that down.
And it turns out it was just somebody who actually
I shouldn't have said just somebody. It's not just somebody. It
who
was
actually
somebody.
recognized me, and their name was Bubba, and they gave me this crochet heart.
Even though we aren't on a trail right now, low-key watching your videos gives me trail magic and makes my day. That's not cringe. That's so sweet. Are you kidding me? I'm all bashful. I should leave, like, me, yeah.
Crochet heart.
Crochet heart.
Heart that one of their coworkers made, and I am going to treasure this thing forever.
Have you ever gotten in trouble or reprimanded on any of your outings? No, and I take great care to make sure that I follow all rules. Because my biggest fear is that I accidentally do break a rule, and someone maybe notices me and maybe recognizes me, and then my entire world collapses because maybe I trampled on a meadow and I wasn't on the trail, or I didn't pick up Finn's poop.
Forever. I love trail magic. So magic. I do believe there's a speed limit here. I am going to treasure this forever.
Okay, let's see. Where can I
I love trail magic. So
did I say I'm gonna treasure this forever?
Forever. I love treasure this thing. A heart that one of their coworkers made, and I am going to treasure this thing forever. I love trail magic. So
it's so loud. I don't know if that's loud for you folks, but I'm gonna just turn it down even more for now.
I do believe there's a speed limit here. I am going to treasure this forever. I love trail magic. So
I think I said that enough already, so I'm gonna...
Thank you so much here. Thank you so much, Bubba. And thank you to all of the wonderful staff and crew that belong to Humboldt Redwoods State Park for keeping this place as breathtaking
I had to think about it for a minute.
breathtaking as it is.
Oh, we get another cool shot here, I think. I think I did successfully get a fun shot here. Let's see. Let's go. I really hope I turned around so I can also put this in the front of the video. Let's see. Yes, I did. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Also, once the live is done, is it going to be saved and we can view it later? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I upload 99% of my VODs to YouTube. So yes. And they should also be on Twitch, I think. Where's the RE VOD on YouTube? Is it not there? I don't know. Some of the ones that I may have already that are like weeks ago, I might not have put up. I from now on from now on. This is another fun one. Look at this little angle that we got going on. And did I turn around? Please tell me I turned around. Was that a turn? Yes, I did. Okay. We'll leave those for later. Okay. Listen to those birds. That's sick. They have a limit on how many VODs? Okay, well then I'll just keep I'll keep being sure that I upload them to YouTube, or that at least the YouTube VODs exist. Hey yo, new fan and new hiker thinking about getting into bike packing, you doing a video on it. Yes, that's exactly what we are doing. We are approaching the end of oh, that's a nice angle. The end of going through the first pass of this video, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning and do some refinements. Oh, there was people there. Okay, let's see if I got it on. This thing really stuck out to me, and so I wanted to talk about it for a little bit, but again, it took me many times, so let's see if the last one was the one that is the good one.
This is just another example of how resilient redwoods are. So redwoods, along with a number of resilient redwoods are. So redwoods, along with a number of other types of trees, can develop what are called burls, which are woody masses of tissue that are filled with dormant buds that will become trees in the event that a tree experiences some sort of stress or physical damage or threat. So you can see that there's some fire scarring on this tree, and my guess is what happened is that there was originally one tree with a burl on it that experienced the fire damage, and this triggered the burl to send another tree tree into existence. So basically we get two trees for the price of one. Gosh, that's cool.
Neat. Huge fan of that. Tell you that right now. Okay, this is 8904. 8904. This is just me getting the camera ready. This is a throwaway clip. This is me trying to talk about it again, but I know that I stumbled too much, so that's a garbage clip. And then we have footage of the tree, and I want to J-cut that, I think. J-cut? No, just do like overlay. I think that that's what I wish.
Do you see these two trees here? They're
Buy one, get one tree? Are you being so for real right now? That is... Dang. I'm ashamed I didn't think of that. Wow. Big brains. Big brains in the chat this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is.
actually one tree.
Not fair.
Do you see these two trees here?
I have not been there.
They're actually one tree. This is just another example
That was a little loud, eh? Just for now.
of how resilient redwoods are. So redwoods, along with a number of other types of trees, can develop what are called burls, which are woody masses of tissue that are filled with dormant buds that will become trees in the event that a tree experiences some sort of stress or physical.
So you can see that this is like, typically what happens is that the dominant trunk is the larger one, so it's pretty easy to tell most times which is the offshoot from the burl, which I believe is called basal sprouting. But yeah, so there's like fire damage here that probably stressed the tree out, and it may or may not have had the burl already, but from that burl offshooted a second tree.
Damage or threat. So you can see that there's some fire scarring on this tree, and my guess is what happened is that there was originally one tree with a burl on it that experienced the fire damage.
I like that it cut to the burl exactly as you said the word burl. I'm gonna try and keep that. That was really smooth.
Fire damage, and this triggered the burl to send another tree into existence.
You go,
so
burl.
basically we get two trees for the price of one. Gosh, that's cool.
Brilliant.
Lap 1.
Oh god. Listen to my Garmin. I was moving so slow. I bet you this is going to be such an embarrassing time.
Lap 1, 36:30.
We're just going to cut that out. It's because I kept stopping, guys. It's not my fault. I swear I'm fast. I swear I'm fast. Oh boy.
Do you want me to take one of you?
Oh man. Okay. A lap is 5 miles. I took some pics here at this stump, and these two eventually walked over and started taking their own pictures, and it really felt like, I don't know, I'm autistic, so I can't really read any single situation at all, but it felt like to me that they maybe wanted a picture together. And on the way in, I had a group, or like two people much like these two, who actually asked me to take a picture for them. Usually I don't offer because I don't know them. I don't know their story. Maybe maybe they're cheating on their respective lovers with each other, and this is an Avenue of the Giants elopement. I don't know. I am not to judge. So if they don't want pictures together, I'm not gonna ask. But then I felt bad, and it was like felt awkward. And so I offered to be nice, and they said no. And then in my head I said, all right, well, I guess I'll just go F myself. Like, I didn't want to take a picture for them. I didn't want to talk to them. Gosh, that's the last time I'll ever be nice. Fine. Take your own gosh darn pictures with your stupid pickup truck. The sunlight there is nice, though. Look at that face of rejection. And then we turn that down because there's a car coming. Do I talk? Do I talk at all? Oh, I'm just happy. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Alright, we'll just get rid of that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, gang.
Ah, we're at the end! We're at the end! Oh my god, we're at the end! Holy cannoli, we're almost done the first pass. Okay.
Well,
I think that this is the better one, but I'm pretty sure this is the better one. Let's just go with this first.
well, gang, I'm approaching my rendezvous point, which means it's time for me to head home. If you like this video, be sure to click subscribe and check out my other YouTube videos if you'd like. And if you like my tree shirt, you can pick it up along with other Happy Steppin' merchandise and other hand-drawn... Okay.
Oh, guess not. What's this?
And...
Oh, okay, cool. That's so swag. I gave
if
myself...
you like, and... my other YouTube videos if you'd like.
Here we go.
And check out my other YouTube videos if you'd like. And if you like my...
Oh.
If you'd like. And if you like my tree shirt, you can get yours at happysteppin.com along with other... along with other Happy Steppin' merchandise.
Anyone seen Spaceballs?
And other designs drawn by me. I'll see you next time. Happy Steppin'.
Well, that's, I think, what we have, so that's the option. Drawn by me.
If you like this video, well, gang, I'm approaching...
Okay.
You'd like, and...
Pepper, do you ever think about about not having to start over during your speeches, knowing you can always stitch together the best parts of your speech? True. Sometimes I do, but the problem with that is that I sometimes, like, forget what I am saying, and, like, I forget where I messed up and, like, how to naturally, like, pick it up, because I'm not saying necessarily the same things every time because I don't have it memorized. And then the other piece of that is that I like to have the background be cohesive instead of it being like me jumping and then all of a sudden there's no trees, or maybe the trees have completely changed. So, like, I don't know. Probably save myself a lot of headache if I could just, like, pay attention a little more. But, you know, gang, we are so close. Unreal. We've got some extra stuff up here. Okay, I'm satisfied with the length of this video. It's only going to get shorter. It's not going to get longer. And it's 37 minutes right now. You know what I didn't film, though? You know how in every single one of my YouTube videos I start and I go, howdy gang, it's your friend Pepper here, and I am doing this in this universe with this set of circumstances. And then let's get to stepping. And then I go into the video. Yeah, I completely forgot to do that because it had been so long since I've made a YouTube video. So I don't know what I'm going to do to make the intro to this, but I feel like having a thesis statement at the beginning of a video kind of tells the viewer what they're going to be in for. So maybe I could do that by like selecting the best clips from the entire video overall and show them like really quick. See you later, drip of doom. Thank you for the cheering on. You could record voiceover for that now? Mayhaps, mayhaps, mayhaps. Start the video. Oh! Come on. Come on. No, fortunately, it does autosave. And this is like the 5th time that's happened. This video is 74 gigabytes at junction. At this junction, it's 74 gigs, so. No, the squeaking is this. So squish. But can you hear the wind chimes outside? Okay, that felt like too long. Let's start right there. Let's start being a little bit more picky. We could speed this up. 5 seconds feels like too much. Let's see what 1.2x feels like. You wouldn't even know. That feels a lot better. What is that? That's still, okay, that's still. There. That could be shorter. Your I Like Trees tree shirt should arrive tomorrow. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. When did you order? If you ordered like on the 10th or 11th, maybe I got to your thank you message. Check your email. I would drop it, eh? Okay. Who's that swing? I think we don't need the full drop. I think we can just have a little bit. Oh! Oh! Whoops. Right. Why did I zoom in like that? I don't think I need that. I ordered on the 10th. Message sadly? I should have gotten to your message. The platform is a little bit weird. It doesn't show all of the, like, when I go to do the thank you videos, it doesn't show all of the orders, and it doesn't show them in sequence. So as I'm going through people who ordered on the 11th and 12th, I'm seeing that there's still thank you messages from the 10th that I haven't done, and I'm trying to do them in order, and it's really freaking frustrating. So if I haven't done yours yet, I'm very sorry. I will get to it. I'm so happy to hear that your I Like Trees t-shirt and Happy Steppin' hoodie arrived. I hope you love them. I hope they are awesome. Okay, that can definitely be shorter. Why is this upside down? Oh, right. Oopsie daisy.
Wow.
How many subscribers am I at? That's a great question. 105. 105. Oh my goodness. What do I do outside of streaming? I go on bike packing trips. I go on hiking trips. I go on backpacking trips. I run. Well, I don't really run right now because I'm injured, but um I talk about trees on Instagram, and I make silly little videos. And I'm kind of new to streaming, so I'm sorry if it's not so good here. Give me time. I lift. I do lift. I also do lift. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I do lift every day. Also that. I play video games too. Aren't people awesome and all the hobbies that we are capable of having? I love that. Am I into Big Bird? Oh, am I big into birds? Not as much as I would like to be. Definitely room for improvement there on my bird knowledge. Which games? Just League? A lot of League. 99.999% League. But I have don't know where I was going with that. I have several consoles. And I play console games as well. But not often anymore. I really am just League of Legends. Hate to say it.
Good morning. It's a little after 8 a.m. and
I want to make sure that the beginning of this video is like so good so that
good
people
morning.
don't leave. That's the trick, is like getting them to stay. If you ever watched like Mr. Beast videos, like by a minute 30, you know the whole story, because it's like, this is what's happening in the dopamine, and here's the dopamine and the dopamine, and have it in the dopamine. Am I more into upper or lower body? I would say I have gone through phases where I prefer both. Right now I can't really squat or deadlift because of my foot, but usually I'm more into lower body.
It's a little after 8 a.m. and I am
I don't need to say and, I think.
8 a.m. I am beginning my very first ever bike packing trip. We are in Humboldt Redwoods State Park up in Northern California.
I should definitely put a map, eh? Don't we think? Put a map.
Up in Northern California, hiking or biking.
Maybe a little zoom in there. A little 10% zoom. Let's see.
Hiking or biking.
Oh! Windows. Yes, I love Windows. I love Microsoft. Microsoft is awesome.
Yeah, hiking or biking along a very, 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 very important road, the Avenue of the Giants. This is a 31-mile scenic. Is a
little gap there.
Giants.
Little gap here.
It's
I'm using CapCut.
This is a 31-mile scenic highway.
I shouldn't be, but I am.
Highway that drives straight through a forest. that drives straight through a forest. This forest happens to be the largest contiguous old growth contiguous old growth coast redwood forest in existence. So we are
gonna see some really, really big and really, really tall trees.
So we are about to see some really big, really tall, and really old trees. And I couldn't be more excited.
What's wrong with CapCut? They own all of this footage, and all footage that anyone uploads to CapCut, I've been told, even if you don't post it. They own your likeness and can do anything that they want with it, including use it for AI purposes. And there's not a gosh darn thing you can do about it. The elevation, this was so flat. It's just a nice long flat strip. It's a really, really easy place to bike, to be honest with you. Okay, so we have, when you say really big, tall, old trees, maybe do some overlay footage. Genius.
Along a very scenic highway, the largest contiguous old. So we are about.
Genius. Okay, put the marker then. What the flip? Put the marker. Why is the marker down there? Whatever. Okay. Okay. Put overlay of big twee. Even if you delete it after posting it, I'm not sure. Probably. Okay, so in this part here, I think I mentioned earlier that on the way home, I got some footage of that, like some cool angles that I wanted to try and include, and that'll just be like our little secret between the two of us, between the two of us, the one and between the one and the 80 of us across platforms. But it'll be a good way. Like, I biked backwards, so it's the right direction, and then I have some. Oh, I'm upside down. Okay, awesome. No, that's fine. It'll be cool. I think it'll be cool if we do that a little bit. Not too much, just a little seasoning. Just a skosh of seasoning, if you catch my drift. Where did it go? There it is. Where did it go? There it is, right in the beginning.
This is a 31-mile scenic highway that.
Okay, I need to figure out where I'm going to put this. I'm just going to put them both right here for now, and then we'll see. I want them to be at least, like, proximally close to where they were. And I don't want to overdo it. Because I think this is enough of a bike montage. Did that linger for too long? I think it did. I think we can put this right there. Or wait, what happens after here? Okay, that's 2 day. So this was so morning that it has to stay morning. So we'll just put a little bit. Can I crossfade the audio? That's a really good question, and I think that you're probably right that that would make this way less like jabby, jab, jab, jab. You know what I mean? I think you've made an excellent call there. So I think after we go over the bridge, that feels like the spot for this, because then it's like one. And then we return.
How you doing back there?
Do we keep that? Bubba, are you being so for real? Wait. It is you. Oh my god, it is you. Look. Wait. Oh my gosh. Gang, Bubba has entered the chat.
So I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of moments, and a state park truck drove past.
Bubba, this is for you. This is your story.
So I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of moments, and a state park truck drove past me and then pulled over into a turnout and opened their door. And I thought that I was about to get in trouble for what? I don't know. I didn't do anything, but that's where my mind went. And it turns out it was just somebody who actually recognized me, and their name was Bubba, and they gave me this crochet heart that one of their coworkers made.
Let's
and
go.
I am going to treasure this thing forever. I love trail magic. So I do believe in the speed limit here. Thank you so much, Bubba. And
whoa, what happened? Wait. Oh no.
Thank you so much, Bubba. And thank you to all of the wonderful staff and crew that belong to Humboldt Redwoods State Park for keeping this place as breathtaking as it is.
It was your partner. I'm sorry, I mislabeled them. That's sick. That's sick. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're here. What a coinky dink. That I was like literally I literally just finished that part. Oh my god, that's so cool. What a small world. Infinitely small. Another option instead of crossfading is to actually just keep one clip of the audio going over all the bike clips. It would feel super cohesive, but you'd have to make sure it matches. That's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. Yeah. There's gotta be a way to like make it less choppy.
How you doing back there?
Do we keep that? I don't know. I'm gonna mark it. How do I mark? Do we keep how ya doing back there? Question mark. Oh, all caps. Okay, that's fine. That, yeah, it is me switching gears. Also, drivers are crazy on the avenue because a lot of locals. Yeah, I'm also glad I didn't die. Could you imagine? That'd be so inconvenient. Like, ugh. Like, I hate it when that happens. No, but actually, that was literally, that was just the only one that was like crazy. I feel like if you go in the morning, maybe it's, if they're trying to get to work, maybe it's like riskier. Is that too long? I think that's too long. And then we don't need all of this clip for surezies. There. That feels like enough. Maybe a little of the bike going like that because I like the sound. Nice. The Matol that goes off the avenue is also a great spot, but I wouldn't recommend biking there because the road is so small. I'll have to come back and you can show me all the cool spots that I missed because I definitely barely scratched the surface. This was my 3rd time up there, but I never ever get as much time as I feel like I need. I'm an audio nerd. Oh, I'm not gonna tell you to shut up. I appreciate the help. I'm not a professional editor by any means. If you want to keep the clicking of the bike but make it less intense, put an EQ on the audio and drop everything from 2500 hertz to 3500 hertz by about 3 decibels. Is that an option here? What if I extract the audio? And then what is Yikers, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I know how to do that. Maybe when we get closer to the final cut, I'll be able to like look at that. I'm gonna keep that in my noggin because I want a quality video, of course. Oh.
There's another car.
Gang, do I keep this part? Hang on. I'm not gonna say there's another car.
You can pass. You can pass me.
Do we keep this or
Please
no? Is
pass
it annoying?
me now.
Doesn't really
Please
add.
go and pass.
But also he takes forever to pass.
You can pass. There's a bug.
Maybe write it down somewhere so you won't forget. I will take a photo of the chat.
You can pass. Please feel free to pass anytime.
Oh god, it's so loud in my ear hole. I'm just gonna turn that down for now. Again, audio I feel like is much later. Yeah, check out Baxter and Hamilton campgrounds when you come back. They're on Matol and they're my favorite spots, but you do have to reserve them. Noted. I want to go back already. You say keep? Uh-oh. Some folks say keep, some folks say cut. Ruh-roh. We'll leave it for now. I think it adds to the realness. Because if somebody else wants to like do this trip, there are cars. The video currently sits somewhere around 40 or 37 minutes, but I think we're gonna be able to get that down to under 35. I think. Because we were pretty liberal. I usually go through it like twice. That could be shorter. There. Yes, keep. It's very realistic. Cars are the most dangerous part of cycling on roads. It's very people understand how to navigate situations like that. This morning when I was riding this morning, a bus arm's length. Arm's length. And I had a protected lane. Arm's length. Whew. That's nutso futso. I like that. That felt good. I'm so happy about these trees. They're my best friends in the whole world.
The scale of these trees is disorienting, to say the least.
Okay, I don't need to say the least. I can just say that it's disorienting.
Disorienting.
Hello, Zachariah. Wee. This is like the first grove on the way in from the north entrance, and it's like the first moment that you really get like an opportunity to like pull over and
oh my goodness,
say hello to them.
You know what?
But it's not my favorite grove. But it was nice to have it to myself for a little while before people started coming.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. This.
What kind of trees are they? They're Sequoia sempervirens, or coast redwoods. I'm so glad you asked. These are my favorite trees in the world. They're very tall, and I love them very much.
It's a pretty tall tree. Now you might be what?
Okay, that's so cringy. I gotta do something about that. I like laugh at my own joke. I can't do that.
It's a pretty tall tree. Pretty tall tree.
I just leave it like that, and I don't laugh at my own joke, because that's really embarrassing. I gotta fix the audio here, too.
I'm gonna say it. This is a pretty tall tree. Now, you might be wondering, how tall can redwoods actually grow? Now,
didn't you say you had two favorites? I have a favorite specific tree, and a favorite type of tree. Am I live editing right now? Yes.
The very tallest redwood sits somewhere between 380 to 381 feet, with the second runner-up not far.
Okay, I think we can adjust the audio now. No, we can't, because we can just turn it up a little bit, but we cannot do the final fix on this audio. But we can like just reduce noise for now at least.
Say it. This.
My bravery is unmatched.
Now, you might be wondering, how tall can redwoods actually grow? Now, the
what
very
am I
tallest
doing?
That's.
Is it brave to edit live?
Actually grow. Now, the very tallest redwood sits somewhere between 380 to 381 feet, with the second runner-up not far behind. But under the right conditions, could that redwood grow to be maybe 500 or even 600 feet? The answer is probably not. Scientists have already solved this mystery.
Get a load of this
and
chick!
They estimate that redwoods can likely grow to be somewhere around.
Unedited footage seems brave to me. Methinks you may not have been around my content enough. It's very there ain't no tricks. What you see is what you get. See you later, hamburger. Do you have it at 1.5 speed? Or are you really talking that fast? I think I do actually have this on speed. Because we were editing it and then I never changed it. Well, crapola, because I like, maybe it's just me, but like my attention, my attention span is fried. Come here. Finn, come here. Okay, he walks away. My attention span is kind of fried. So like I kind of like it when it's faster, but maybe that's not for everyone. What if we try 1.1? Is that, I feel like 1.1 is kind of like the sweet spot where it's like, it's not clear that it's like sped up, but it's fast enough that you can still hear it and fast enough that you can like not get bored.
Now, the very tallest redwood sits somewhere between 380 to 381 feet, with the second runner-up not far behind. But under the right conditions, could that redwood grow to be maybe 500 or even 600 feet? The answer is probably not. Scientists have already solved this mystery. And they estimate that redwoods can likely grow to be somewhere around 415 to 425 feet. The reason for this? Simply because these guys are all.
Oh, damn, I thought that was a regular pace. Often, most of the time, I do keep it at the regular pace, and I am just talking fast, but I struggle to speak fast with my Invisalign in now. That is a huge limiting factor. I stumble over my words so much, and also in the morning when my lips are cold, or if I'm dehydrated. Those are the things that make me talk slower. So I was like, this was like the 5th time I had tried to get through this. If you were here last time, maybe it was the time before, you would recognize, like, like, it's in the VOD, all of the embarrassing mess ups, but
these guys are already operating very, very close to the physical limits of what life on Earth can achieve.
Is that too pausey?
Very, very close to the physical limits of what life on Earth
We'll
can achieve, and gravity
do a
starts
full
to
pass
fight
again
their water
and
transportation
decide.
system. So they don't have a whole lot more growing room, but honestly, even if that tree was 400 feet or 425 feet, I don't think down here that we would be able to tell. I can't even begin to describe the scale of these guys. It's so crazy. Okay, let's keep going.
See you later, Wood Whisper. Woods Whisper. Woods Whisper me. Just had a brain glitch. Is this section too long? Is this like straight through? Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. I feel like it is. IDK, I watch you with my grandma, so I don't think she minds it. What are these clips? I don't even know what these are. Oh, it was the attempt at the shrine drive-thru tree. The 5-minute ride, oh, near the end? Yeah, I considered it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that or not.
We are about.
I think it is a little long. Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay. I think we do 2 seconds. Okay, wait. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I think let's try taking a second off of every single clip and see what happens. Oh, actually, most of them are already 2. Oh my god, this goes on for forever. It's so hard to know. This is CapCut. If 2 seconds is still too long, we'll go down to 1.5. I like the sun there. Second half of the sun. I have a feeling 2 seconds is still going to be too long. This feels like a new scene to me, even though I'm still riding. That part there feels like a new scene, so I'm not so concerned about the length of that, but like this little montage here. That one already like lingers too long. What the flip? 1, 28, 29, 30. What? No. Okay, I guess it has to stay at 129. Ew. You know what? Just get rid of that clip. Don't need it. And then it's 2 seconds shorter already. Am I Canadian? Sure am. Sure am. Yeah, it still needs to be shorter. I think... Hey there, Cyan the man. That one lingers. That's literally... Okay, wait, that does not linger. What the flip? Okay. Pepper, why not put the ride up to the first drive-through tree right after you pick up the pamphlet? Because it's like hours different. Like this is like 8 in the morning, and by the time we get to the drive-through tree, it's like 11. Maybe I'll try speeding it up. That's a really good idea. A little bit. I'm not trying to fake my speed. Be a liar. It's not like I was trying to go fast anyway, though. I was very afraid of my camera, so that would like better reflect reality. That is... I don't think this is diverse enough right here, though. I think maybe we could get rid of... Okay, before I cut any more outright, I think that I want to try speeding it up and then maybe making them a little shorter if necessary. Let's try that. 1.15. Let's take a gander. You love my content? Well, shucks, I love you! Maybe get rid of that last one there. There. That felt better, I think. Should I speed up, like, most of the riding to, like, 1.5? Or, like, 1.15? Because that's a way to still be able to see the stuff. And then not have it drag on for as long. It really doesn't cut that much time, but, like, it's, like, at least you're getting more, like, novelty. Someone said no. Someone says yeah. Art is so subjective, dude. Like, it's actually crazy. Do you think this is too fast? It's 1.1. Do you want signs close to your location on? What do you mean? Like signs that indicate where I am? Yeah, because it's the Avenue of the Giants and it's pretty famous. And I'm not there anymore.
We are
I'm
about
here!
to drive through a tree.
I like the
Bicycle
1.1.
through a tree.
At least for that
Here
section.
we go.
Okay, this part definitely needs work. Oh, and the overlays are probably moved now, too. Yeah, they are, 100%.
That was so fun. This right here is the Shrine drive-through tree. It's 3,000 years old and is estimated to be around 275 feet tall. And
I definitely wouldn't want to go any. I don't know. I'm not 100% on the speed thing. I definitely would never go any faster than 1.1. Like 1.2 would be insane. But I have to keep in mind that my viewer retention does drop off pretty significantly. And folks need dopamine. Folks need the novelty. So if I'm able to like move faster through it or have more, like instead of doing like longer clips of less spots, if I do more shorter clips, that actually directly improves the engagement because of novelty, because our attention spans are cooked. They're just absolutely cooked. I don't know where these clips were overlaid, so we're gonna have to figure that out, but we will try. Okay.
Old and is estimated. That was so fun. This right here is the Shrine drive-through tree. It's 3,000 years old and is estimated to be around 275 feet tall. And notably,
I think that was like right at the beginning. I think that this is my guess.
Drive-through tree. It's 3,000 years old and is estimated to be around 275 feet tall. And notably, it happens to have a hole in it. Now, the beginnings of this hole were originally due to fire damage,
Yeah,
and then the tree was later hollowed out so that cars could drive through it around about 100 years ago now, in the era of auto tourism. Yeah, see, auto tourism. And this was all in efforts to promote the Avenue of the Giants. So people would come here and drive through it, just like I just biked through it, and it's still alive, which is the coolest thing. And I think part of the reason why I love Redwoods so much is because of that resiliency. This tree can stay alive because even though most of the trunk is missing, as long as enough of the outer living
this tree is alive, barely, but it is still alive. This one here, I actually just did there's a video on my Instagram from yesterday that I posted on the most famous drive-through tree in this area. It's not along the Avenue of the Giants, it's in Leggett, and it's called the Chandelier Tree. Go check that video out if you're interested, because it actually also has a picture of this tree when it was like way earlier, like black and white in the 30s. I put an old photo of this tree in that video. Yeah, pretty neat.
Layer, which is called the cambium, it sits just below the bark, stays intact. The tree can continue
I saw that you
transporting water
commented.
and nutrients up to the top, so it can stay alive. That's so cool.
Isn't General Sherman the most famous drive-through tree? Shermie's not a drive-through tree. Shermie is the largest by volume giant sequoia, which is a type of redwood, but it's not a coast redwood. They are different species. They're in the same family, but that is a Sequoia dendron giganteum, and this is a Sequoia sempervirens. Avenue of the Giants, you got it. This is the Shrine
so
drive-through tree.
beautiful.
It's not directly along the avenue, but it's really, really close. This got me thinking if your editing has changed over time. What, on YouTube videos or like shorts / reels? How many species of redwoods are there? There's 3. The other one is the dawn redwood, which I actually have never encountered. They're endemic to China. YouTube, I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. I'm getting more confident with my ability to edit, and then also I think I'm adding a little bit more personality with like short
While I have
zooms
lots
and
to say
such.
about old growth and coast redwood forests, I want to take a sec and talk about the specific route that I'm
try and keep
on,
the same
because
format, though.
these trees probably wouldn't be here today if it weren't for this highway. So let me take you back to the late 1800s, early 1900s, when 95% of the 2 million acres of old growth forests were logged for lumber. Redwood wood, wouldn't you know it, happens to be very resistant to rot and fire, which makes it
What is this marker? Okay, I don't know.
makes it great for building. However, this means that only 5% of old growth.
There's a good gap there. I try and like cut my yaps down. I'm becoming aware of how long I talk and how much room in the YouTube video I should leave for talking, because I don't know if that's like, is it better if I provide a lot of information, or is it better if I let the scene speak for itself? And is it like, how much information about how I'm doing like on my journey is relevant and necessary, and then how much information is like worthwhile? Because I think that, like, for example, like talking about the reason that the Avenue of the Giants is what it is today is like very interesting, and I don't know.
Old growth forests remain. Now, for context, you can picture 2 million acres to be around the size of 2.5 Rhode Islands, and 5% of that 2 million to be a little bit smaller than the size of Lake Tahoe. So in 1918, a group of
I think
5%,
I should add a graphic here.
you can picture 2 million.
Graphic and information, like a little text thing. 100%.
2 million to be a little bit smaller than the size of.
Why am I shouting? I will fix the audio. It was because it was windy and I didn't know if I was going to be picked up, and I was barely picked up.
Lake Tahoe. So in 1918,
it's informative. Your talking is great. Maybe overlap your voice through some of the scenes. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that that's a really good way, and in addition, like if I can do that, especially like near the end, that's a nice way to like segue into the next scene, because like then I have like this. That's a really good point, because that was a pretty heavy yap. How long was that yap?
While I have lots to say about Old Woods League and this
Dang.
auto tour, much of these, and that's just beautiful.
Okay, so that went from 11, sorry, it started at 9:58. Okay, so it was a minute and a half of just straight yap. I watch several hiking channels. I find it more interesting if there's background information like this. Okay. I like to do a little bit, at least. A little history.
I feel quite good about having my lunch in there. Let's eat.
Someone last stream said I didn't need this. But
I feel
like if I don't show where I'm having lunch and like I say that I'm going to have lunch, then this part right here, like the between, like when I pull over here, when I pull here, then it's like, and then I'm here, and then it's like, what am I doing? And you don't know until here. So I don't know. I think I keep it. Hello, random fan here. I just want to say your material is fire. Thanks for making it. Inspirations, mate. Thank you so much for coming to say hello. I'm so glad that I have been able to resonate with you. Thanks for being kind. Okay, we keep it. We do keep it. Yeah.
I feel quite good about having my lunch in there. Let's eat.
Yeah, I think we keep it.
Perfect. I gotta take my teeth out, so please stand by. Okie dokie.
Context matter a lot for people who are listening and not actively watching. Yep. I find myself guilty of that sometimes. What about taking my teeth out? Because that became a little bit of a theme throughout the rest of the video. I don't know. Maybe I'll flag it. Because I also don't want to just be like having teeth and then not having teeth. Yeah, I think we leave it.
Perfect. I gotta take my teeth out, so please stand by. Okie dokie.
I can cut that though. You don't need to see me putting it in. I can just do the little closey thing.
Bye. Okie dokie. We've biked about 20 miles so far.
And maybe someone that watches this and see the tree in person, they would be like, oh, this is where Pepper had lunch. That'd be so cool.
So I figured that now would be a good time to stop for lunch, and what better spot to do it than inside of a redwood tree. These are...
Okay, so the next thing is the next thing here is that I'm not sure about whether or not again, I yap. I like that yap and this yap were so close together that I'm not sure, and it's a good yap and it's good information. But I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. I'm gonna meditate on it while I urinate, and I will see you guys in like 2 minutes after I pee. Don't leave. If you leave, you have bad skin for life. I don't make the rules. I'm back. Look who I found. I found him in the compost. Hi. Hi, compost dog. Hi, Pepper. You're doing great. I like to pace of your videos. I like that your edits. Okay, hold on. Okay, what on earth could you possibly want? They were just giving this kind away at the store. Say huff, say huff, 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 huff. You're nasty. Mm-hmm. I love you. I know. Oh, God. That's my baby boy. Okay, off you go. Okay. Shall we get back to it? Come here. Come on. Little baby. Growly baby. All right. Hi. I don't have any more. Okay. Make it, break it, fix it, said. Jeez, okay, I need to be able to have the chat just to chill so it doesn't move so I can read it. I like the pace of your video. I like that your edits are usually at the end of a sentence before the next one. It makes it feel much more like a conversation. Well, thank you. I'm not even sure what you mean by that, but thank you. Okay.
Okie dokie. We've biked about 20 miles so far, so
That's where I need to put a thing about distance. So that we can have the conversions for folks.
We've biked about 20 miles so far, so I figured that now would be a good time to stop for lunch, and what better spot to do it than inside of a redwood tree. These are called, informally, goose pens. This one is completely all the way through, much like the tree that we cycled through, but the reason that they're called like the tree that we like the tree that we cycled through, but the reason that they're called goose pens is because early settlers actually would pen their livestock inside of the base of hollowed out redwoods, which is so incredibly cool. And yes, you can see that there's a good amount of fire damage in here, as well as some graffiti, which I'm not as impressed with. But the really cool thing about redwoods is that when they do catch on fire, because they are fire resistant, and that is in part thanks to a less flammable resin and due to the tannins, which also make them red, but they really just end up smoldering at the most, which is pretty cool. I'm quite.
They can also smolder, fun fact, for months on end. I think I want to do a little keyframe moment here.
Pretty cool.
Let's go like 130, see what that looks like. Negative, would that be negative 75, I think? Yeah, let's see.
At the most, which is pretty cool. I'm quite hungry,
Nice.
so let's eat. For lunch today, we've got tortilla and peanut butter. Let's go. Very happy about this.
Okay, we can cut that pause.
go. Very happy about this. My peanut butter's cold. I gotta warm it up a bit. Gonna lose another tooth. Come on, open.
We can cut that a bit. You know that SpongeBob sound? Like the... You know what I mean? I feel like I want to add that there. Like the... I can't do it. Like... You know what I mean?
You getting this?
Okay. Last time we edited this section, we thought that it would be fun to leave this clip right here, zoomed in real close, and then it's kind of like an if you know, you know kind of moment. I'm curious, what do we think now? And the thing that is the if you know, you know, it's the tooth bite. The remaining thing, like the hole from my tooth or lack of tooth. Should I point it out or should I leave it? I'll mark it. Point out or leave.
That is so much peanut butter. Why did I do that? Oh my god.
Is this live? Sure is. Hello.
Why did I do that? Oh my god.
Let me get this straight. You purchased a replacement tooth only to take it out when you eat. It's part of my Invisalign. So it's actually just a piece of wax that is placed in the gap in my Invisalign, and then I can't eat with the Invisalign in. You've seen this same scene before. It's because we finished and we're doing our first pass through the entire thing right now. Like we're reviewing all the footage and discussing what we should keep and get rid of. What are my eyes doing? Jeez. I was hungry.
And I've also got some bits and bites, which if you are not Canadian, you probably don't know what these are. It's basically like Chex Mix, except there's no Chex. There's a Canadian cereal, which is my favorite cereal, and that's Shreddies.
We definitely get rid of this.
Kind of Cheerios. They're like air-fried Cheerios. And then it also has pretzels and these little like rod things in them.
But there's a funny...
Bits and bites are...
This is so funny. Genuinely...
And bits and bites are...
I never finished that sentence. I just mow down.
And I've also got some bits and bites, which if
Good night, Bren.
you are not Canadian,
Can't wait
you
to share
probably
with
don't know
you.
what these are. It's basically like Chex Mix, except there's no Chex. There's a Canadian cereal, which...
Why you think of leaving it out is pretty chill? Just because I've been talking a lot. I don't know. Let me put a vote up. Do we keep the yap on bits and bites? Am I Canadian? Sure am. Yes? No. Duration. Alright, 2 minutes. It's on Twitch only. I'll put the link in the chat if you want to vote on if you're on YouTube, but it's 2 minutes. And if you're on YouTube, just voice your opinion loud and proud. Folks are saying leave it. Okay. Okie dokie. I thought it was annoying, so thank you for
And I've also
giving me
got
some reassurance.
bits and bites, which if you are not Canadian, you probably don't know what these are. It's basically like Chex Mix, except there's no Chex. There's a Canadian cereal, which is my favorite cereal, and that's Shreddies, and then kind of Cheerios. They're like air-fried Cheerios. And then it also has pretzels and these little like rod things in them. And
I love
bits and bites are...
gang. Okay, I don't finish that sentence. I just eat. Never tried Cheerios here in Italy. We don't have those. Italy doesn't have any cereal. You guys don't have anything. You have Special K. I remember that. And some decent granolas from Deco. I like the Deco brand granola.
Shreddies.
Also, you don't have soup. Okay, I gotta take a quick break to rant about this for a second. When I went to Italy, of course, when you go to Italy, when anyone goes to Italy, what are you excited for? As a North American, what on earth would you possibly be excited for when you go to Italy? Obviously, the hiking and blah, 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 but most people overwhelmingly go for what? The food! The food! And I was very excited to have some real Italian wedding soup. That's not a thing! Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. I could not find soup anywhere. I literally, yeah, we got the Italians in the chat saying, what the F is that? I thought that I was like, I'm back in Canada mucking my Italian wedding soup, being like, oh, I'm gonna get like the fanciest soup, and I'm gonna be a soup connoisseur. I couldn't even find chicken noodle soup. I couldn't even find chicken noodle soup. Listen, I'm not exceptionally well-traveled or cultured, but I knew that there wasn't going to be any chicken parmesan like at Olive Garden. But I really expected to find Italian wedding soup somewhere. 95% of Italian food in North America was invented here by someone who might have come from Italy 200 years ago. That's actually facts. Yeah, I believe that. 1,000% I believe that. Because I was there for like 6 weeks. Could I describe the wedding soup? The wedding soup is little tiny little baby meatballs and little pieces of barley in a broth with some onions and sometimes carrots. It's good fiber. Ew, I eat at Olive Garden. I have like once, yeah. I don't eat out. I don't remember the last time I did, but is that a crime? I thought people liked the breadsticks. Here in my region, we got something called trippa, which is made with intestine of cow and beans in a soup of veggie broth. Well, that sounds just delightful. And I'm not being sarcastic at all. Sarcasm hand. I don't think I could do that. The highest rated Italian food restaurant in my town is owned by an Albanian family who learned in NYC. No Italians have ever been involved. Olive Garden is like eating at Panda Express and calling it Chinese food. I think I've been once or twice. I was more kind of referencing that video of that guy who was in Rome asking for chicken parm, like, and showed a picture of the Olive Garden chicken parm. I don't go out and do things, and that kind of does include eating out. I eat in, but literally every morning, or not every morning, every day I eat the same, well, yeah, I guess every morning, but every day I eat the exact same meals without, like almost to a T. Almost to a T. It's consistent, yes, and I eat out of the same bowl every single day, and it's my special bowl, and I've been eating out of that same bowl since I was 19. And I'm so happy to eat the same things literally every day. I call my this is so embarrassing. For dinner every single night, I have 100 grams of peas, all frozen. I have frozen. Okay, so for dinner every night, I have. Let me just think. For dinner every single night, without fail, I have a whole whack of frozen veggies, 100 grams of peas, 85 grams of green beans, 75 grams of the ultimate Southwestern mix frozen vegetable medley with black beans, a little bit of corn, red peppers, and onions. I have riced cauliflower, 50 grams of riced cauliflower, and about 100 grams of broccoli. And I put all of that together, and then I add anywhere between 4 to 6 grams of a protein, and this is what I've done for the last several years. So that protein is typically chicken, and I cut it all up, and I put some sort of very, very spicy spice-a-roni on it. Right now, my spice flavor profile of choice is the Cholula hot salsa, and then I douse it in the hot Slap Ya Mama Cajun, and then I have 2 to 2.5 ounces of sour cream, and I mix it all together in this 50-ounce container, and I call it my trough. I call it trough because it's a rectangle, and I eat it like it's strapped to my face, like a horse. And it's so funny because recently in social media, there's been a trend about like dog food. And I laughed when I saw that because I've been doing that every day since I was 19. Since I moved out, I've been eating that or some very, very close variation of that every single night. And I will never get tired of it. It will never happen. Trough. Everything about the way you described that only made me want to try it more. I recommend. You will enjoy it. It will be so spicy that how good it tastes or how well it's cooked won't matter because you will just be looking for the sweet relief of a diet root beer, which is my drink of choice. Can we see the bowl? I'm curious. Man. Uh-oh. Do you guys want to see my special bowl and my trough? I gotta do a dinner stream. I should, eh? Okay, maybe that's it. No. That's it. I'll do a dinner stream one of these days. Oh no. All right, I'll do it. I'll do a dinner stream, and then you'll see. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. Hold me to it. How long does it take to prepare? Well, I do the chicken in the oven, so I don't have to touch it. And so that's like 35 minutes. And then I just put everything in a pan and I turn it on and I just make sure, I just stir it and make sure that it doesn't stick to the pan. I don't use any oil or anything, so I gotta attend to that. Maybe like 10 minutes? I don't know. I actually detest cooking. Isn't it dry? Well, that's where the sour cream comes in, my friend. That's where the 2.5 ounces of sour cream comes in. And also the veggies are filled with water. So, hold me to it. That's another way of saying you'll forget. I won't forget. I mean, most of the time you're absolutely correct, but I won't forget. What will happen is I'm going to get a little shy and a little bit scared of showing my kitchen online. And like, cuz you guys have seen this part of my house and maybe a lot of the ceiling in my videos, and then I'm outside. And then I'm outside. Ounce, pardon ma'am, isn't it a little too much? It's 30 grams. Over 2.5 ounces would be 75 grams of sauce over a trough. Okay? I'm not exaggerating here, okay? I eat dinner and then I look pregnant. It's a lot of volume. And then I just like to eat it while I'm watching my show. I like to have a long time of eating because I love eating. Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason it's served in a trough. There's a reason that I'm likening my eating strategy to that of a horse. Does it have a neck strap? It's made of glass. So, no, but that's a good idea. You know, that would be better. Then I wouldn't even need utensils. I wouldn't even need to rely on my special spoon. I would just be able to just don't even come up for air. Oh my god. Oh no. You got your stepping hat. This is great news. Do you like it? Thank you for grabbing one. And did I send you a thank you message yet? Check your email. Wait, you have a special spoon as well? You know what? Yeah, I do. And I think that's the least novel thing about this whole story. Cause I ain't never met an autistic who didn't have a special spoon. Are we getting distracted a little bit? Oh. I tried to order the I Like Trees shirt but had no service at work, then I forgot to do it later. Well, now would be a great time to do so. But also, don't worry about it if you don't want it. But I think it's pretty good. Distraction is good for the monotony. Fair enough. I have a special spoon, knife, and fork. No bowls or plates, though. I'm still looking for my perfect plate. I did have one a while ago, but then I moved into a van and things break. And I have not recovered from that. Where was my last short filmed? In the same place that we're about to go hiking in this video that we're editing, the Avenue of the Giants. Oh, gang. Okay, wait. Before we go back, speaking of spoons, I got this one from a store in Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I wasn't able to obviously try it in the store because, you know, but it was cheap. So I thought maybe I'd get it. And I'm still not sure how I feel about it. It's kind of unhinged, and it's kind of like if you are like a spoon aficionado, you might hate this, but I would consider myself a spoon aficionado, and then I think that I like this because it's so weird. What do we think? For reference, like for scale reference here, it's a longo. You're either going to say that this is the most atrocious thing that you've ever seen, or it's going to be your hear me out spoon. I don't like that the darker circle is out of center. Well, it's wood. So well, what I was thinking, first of all, this has got good reach for my trough. I actually haven't tried it yet. I'm afraid I'm still not like mentally prepared to try it. But it's got good reach for my trough because my trough is deep. But I was thinking it might actually be lighter than a standard backpacking spoon. And then in which case, ultra light. And then also it's long so that it could like zip, like you could get into the backpacking meals. It's a left-handed spoon. I can see that. I can see that. They were all like this, though. It was so interesting. It was so unique. I'm afraid the handle will break. It's about the same durability as a... It feels a little bit stronger than a pencil. I don't know. My other thought was that I could probably, like, refine it and make it less deep, because I don't like a big, like, a deep cradle. It does feel a little bit deep, so you're kind of like, ow. You know what I mean? Late Nana people would use the same spoon. Nice reference. Let's go. Okay. Cradle, basin. Yeah, whatever you call it. Hey, Pluto. Maybe that for breakfast with cereals and milk. Who's eating cereal for breakfast? Cereal is exclusively a dessert food. And maybe a 3 p.m. treat. Cereal is dessert. Cereal is dessert. Indent, concavity, basin, cradle. Is this where I get the Zyra tips in addition to outdoor survival tips? Yeah, we have a hybrid approach. We have a hybrid approach here. Speaking of, I would love to play some League right now. Oh my goodness, gang. Oh, but the work, it never stops. Come here, fatty. Oh, I love you, buddy. You're so handsome. Can you guys hear that? Hey, thank you so much for the super chat. What is the best pepper? Do you grow peppers? The best pepper. You're looking right at her. Ah! Yeah, 'cause it's me. But I like ghost peppers. I don't grow peppers though. I don't have a garden. When I get rich and famous, I'm going to have such a nice garden. I'm going to have a whole homestead. It's going to be unflippin' real, gang. You don't even know. You don't even know. Hi, buddy. Hi. Can you pick up his sound microphone? Can you make some mouth sounds? He says no. Okay, sorry gang, I'm getting a little distracted. I need to lock in. Focus! 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 Finishing the video, not gonna stop at 95% completion and then leave it for several weeks like I usually do. We're gonna focus, we're gonna complete it, we're gonna get this done. And we're not gonna play League of Legends. Yeah, you tell him, Finn. Some focus, a little focus. Oh, right, okay, so... so I'm talking about the bits and bytes. Then we have me not finish a sentence, and then I just go on for forever. Well, when you're ready to play League, you deserve, let me know. You betcha.
These little, like, rod things in them. And bits and bytes are...
And I don't finish a sentence. I was thinking maybe we could do a little, like, keyframing moment, like a little bit of a Ken Burns kind of zoom in here, because I don't finish. But then I forgot about this clip. So it goes and it goes and it goes, and I'm just talking and mucking and shoving my face, getting the stuff down the gullet, and then listen.
Shreddies.
Shreddies. I think it has to stay. What flavor is the Bits and Bites? Original. Don't mess with the best.
12 out of 10 spot for lunch.
And then we leave, and then we hike. I'm satisfied with the lunch section. I think it's actually okay. Maybe I'll put a marker here and see if we do want to have some sort of zooming keyframing situation.
Out of 10 spot
2
for
hours
lunch.
of unedited crunching. Gang, when I come back from my next bike packing trip, I'm gonna have probably, my goal is to have at least 8 hours of footage for YouTube. And I'm just gonna keep it completely raw.
Come on, you.
Pepper, you took the bag out when you got there, but you had no bag when you got back to your bike. What happened to the bag? I don't know. I think I probably put it back in my thing.
Come on, you. So before we keep moving, I thought it might be fun to do a small little hike and check out two very, very famous trees.
I just posted about this tree today.
So this giant right here is the Founders Tree, which was named after the founders of the Save the Redwoods League. This tree is one of the tallest redwoods.
Okay, gang, we gotta get real for a second. I'm making the assumption that everyone who's watching right now has not been here. This tree is a very famous tree. It's a tree that is dedicated to the founders of the Save the Redwoods League, which is part of the reason, a main reason why the Avenue of the Giants is what it is today, and why we have the old growth that we have left. So, on one hand, of course, the founders of the Save the Redwoods League deserve a tree. That's one thought. Separate thought, and this is my approach to this. This tree is I like this tree because it is so accessible, meaning that you do not have to hike 10 miles to get to it. It really is like a 30-second walk from the trailhead to get to this tree, and there's parking right there. And it is 35 feet shy of the tallest tree in the world. So I want people to know about this specific tree, and it really does. I love this tree. The problem is that the problem is that these, not all, some of the founders of the Save the Redwoods League also were co-founders in 1926. I didn't know this until I went back and I read the signs of some sort of eugenics society literally 100 years ago. And I don't, at this point when I'm talking about this tree, I don't know that. I did not know that. So when I went back and I saw that, I was like, oh shoot, like, I don't know if I can even talk about this tree now. But my thing is that I don't care about them. I care about the tree and how accessible it is to the public. And the Save the Redwoods League and Humboldt Redwoods State Park is very vocal and open about rejecting that. There's a sign right there. And maybe, like, what do I do? It's YouTube people are not going to do the research, right? But I don't want anyone to think that I don't do research on it in case someone does mention it in the comments or thinks that I maybe like I support that. So I really don't know how to approach that. Effectively, I'm saying I don't wish to be canceled, and I don't want to offend anybody. If they mention in the comments, give an honest response. I think I agree, but I could also mention something. I think I could also mention something like, do you think that is it necessary to put something in, like, the text, like put some text on the screen here and speak on that? Because I don't necessarily we don't need to hide it. It's the truth. So maybe if I'm comprehensive on the education about it, that would be better. Making a big deal out of nothing, IMO. Dude, to this day, I'm still getting hate comments on a video I posted in 2024 asking people to not step off of the trail. Which you would think is a reasonable request. I'm gonna go down a limb here and say it'll be okay. Okay, well, I'll think on it. I'm just talking about the tree. I just like the tree. The tree is what I care about. That's, at the end of the day, that's what I care about. It's the founder's tree, not the founder's politics. Word. Follow what they're doing. Yeah. Okay, I think you're right. Maybe just a little bit of text. Like, I don't want to, that's not what this video is about, but also I want to make sure that people know that I'm on the right side of history here, right?
This tree is one of the tallest redwoods. It's just about 35.
So
one of the tallest redwoods. It's just about 35. It's just about 35 feet-ish shy from the very tallest redwood, but it is the most accessible tall tree to the public because I just walked nearly 50 feet off the road and here it is. And this is one of the two really, really fascinating trees in this area.
Let's go see the next one.
okay, that's on 2x or 1.2x. We can turn that down.
So this giant right here is the founder's tree, which was named after...
I think I would like to have that be voice overlay, and that will be a way that we can make this more visually interesting. What about like this? Even still, okay, I think we go like this. Maybe?
So this giant right here is the founder's tree.
Maybe 1. Yeah, okay. Just for a little bit of...
So this giant right here is the founder's tree, which was named after the founders of the Save the Redwoods League.
There we go.
Named after the founders of the Save the Redwoods League. This tree is one of the tallest redwoods. It's just about 35 feet-ish shy from the very tallest redwood, but it is the most accessible tall tree to the public because I just walked nearly 50 feet off the road and here it is. And this is one of the two really, really fascinating trees in this area.
Let's go see the next one.
There's a little wiggle there. I don't think I need all that clip anyway. I also don't need all of that clip. That's too much. I don't like this clip. Bye-bye. Peppa, have you ever thought of creating some kind of group cache interaction with the TrailsView profile? What do you mean? Interesting idea, but I actually don't know what your idea is. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Like geocaching? I haven't. That's brilliant. Oh my sweet Lorna Doone. Oh my gosh. I actually just found a geocache about a week ago. That's a brilliant idea. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. I don't need all of that, for sure. Maybe that. And then... like... there. And then when I come out the other side... and then... here. Yeah, there.
I am standing near the very end, or I guess the very top of the Dyerville Giant. And I don't even think this is actually the top, it's just as far as I'm technically allowed to walk, but let's talk about it. So even though this tree has fallen, it still serves an incredibly important role within this forest, and it has become home to many different species and is almost a biodiversity hotspot within itself. This tree, even though it has fallen, still serves a very significant role within this forest. Specifically, you can see that it has become home to many different types of plants, insects, and other creatures, and is now what we refer to as a nurse log. So the Dyerville Giant fell in 1991, but before that it was discovered and named in 1966. The interesting thing about that is that it was given the name Dyerville Giant after Dyerville, which is a town that 10 years prior flooded and became a ghost town. And
I wonder if there's any images of Dyerville online. Because if there are, that would be a really cool thing to include. Probably like one or two. It was 1955.
Ghost town. And I always kind of thought that that was funny. Why would you name a tree that is still standing after something that has fallen? You know? But either way, this tree gives a really unique perspective in terms of the scale, because you can walk the length of it, and that's pretty cool.
And then this weird burl. I don't think we need 9 seconds on the burl. I don't think we need that. I think that that's it is cool. I think it's really cool, but maybe not so much time. See you later, Nicholas. Okay, let's see. How does that look?
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, gang, this is getting so close. I'm so excited. Oh, that's a nice shot right up my me old nostrils. I don't know about that clip. I don't know. I guess we kind of need something though. I'm not thrilled with this one. Maybe that. That's fine. I don't care if you can see up my nostrils. There. Okay, and then we were talking about almost midnight. Have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hey! 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 Oh! 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 Hey! No. Have you thought of that? Okay, we had previously discussed having this be like on 5x, like having a clip of like of the ride be in 5x so you can see the whole. Oh my. Okay, dogs. We talked about this clip being like leaving it in on 5x speed so you can see where I'm going. But if I'm being honest, I'm not a fan. I think I would prefer it to be little clips. What say you? I'll leave it for now, and then I'll work on editing it in a bit, but like... Especially because I don't know what possible music, but like, it's... The stabilization isn't great, and it's just weird, right? Like, it's just weird. I don't know. It doesn't, for me, it takes me out of it. It takes me, like, out of the moment. Especially when the next clip is literally, like, the next clips are these. Oh, I'm really happy about this clip. There was a little bit of a... I don't think I need to have the whole thing in. Like, right there. Wait, where is it? Eh. Hello, Cornelius. We are approaching the end of editing the first pass through.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think it's too awkward. I don't like what the I don't know. It's just not, it's not even, it's not the prettiest area. There's lots of like construction and like people and cars and such, and I don't know. Also, pick a side of the road to walk on.
Alrighty, we are exceptionally close to Pepperwood, which marks the northern end of the Avenue of the Giants. So it's time to head back to our campsite. Let's go.
That's too long. You could have a QR code at the geocache location that could link to special vids of your encouragement, you snacking or telling jokes there. Dude, I love you. This is a brilliant idea. Can you please join my Discord if you're not already there? The link is in my bio. And submit a ticket so that I don't forget this. You're brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh my gosh. I was drinking. That looks so cool. I'm so happy with that. What's the 105 out of 111 in the top corner for? That is for subscribers on Twitch.
I believe that my campsite is right. So let's go check it out. Not bad at all. We got our camp set up. And I think that this might just be my favorite spot that I have pitched my tent yet. Although it is insanely hot when you stop moving. I need some water, I need some food, and I need to take a break, so let's go do that.
Got the goods.
Feels nice to sit. Out the teeth come. Okay. Tonight we've got a whole hunk of salami and some parmigiano
Veggie.
reggiano.
Veggie jumps over from
And
YouTube
crackers.
to gift on
It's
Twitch.
hard to believe that it's already 4 p.m. Usually I get to camp way.
She doesn't love YouTube like she loves her Twitch subs. Not true. Not true at all. Sunbun. Veggie. Oh my god, dude. Are you being so for real? Not true. I just don't know how to manage both at the same time. And I'm a little partial to streaming on Twitch because I was reached out to and invited to stream on Twitch by another creator. Like, so... And I used to stream on Twitch in 2020 before I started the Pepper Steps Instagram and Happy Steppin' and all of that. I used to exclusively stream League of Legends on Twitch. So it's kind of like a little taste of what I used to do. We just surpassed our sub goal. What the flip? Are you being so for real?
Way earlier, but I didn't feel the need to rush today at all. And I think in part that's just because, you know, I was on a highway. I could just bail if I needed to at any given point.
Ah, okay, I remember this. Okay, so in this section, I have a clip of me just like working on my salami, opening it in complete silence, and I haven't gotten rid of it because I'm trying to decide whether or not it would be better if I just like shut up and eat and then talk about how the food is, or if what I say here is worthwhile. I kind of wasn't paying attention, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. So here, is this of value? Is this interesting? And should I keep it or should I toss it?
Tonight we've got
Not this.
a whole hunk of salami and some parmigiano reggiano. And crackers. It's hard to believe.
Here.
It's hard to believe that it's already 4 p.m. Usually I get to camp way earlier, but I didn't feel the need to rush today at all. And I think in part that's just because, you know, I was on a highway. I could just bail if I needed to at any given point.
I mean, it's kind of nice to have the context of what time it is when I'm eating dinner. Also, yeah, I eat my dinner at 4 p.m. Like... Whoa, Tall Tree, saw you recommended on my main page. Thought I'd check the channel out. Hello, Cat Bee Ninja. Thanks for being here. We got some tall trees. Real tall trees. I like it. The slower, more chatty moments are nice. Okay. You like the talking.
Right.
Then maybe I just like, I probably don't need, oh, I could, wait, how do I get rid of that marker? Delete marker. Okay, then I think I don't need all of this clip after that follows. Don't take personality away from the video. I remember though, one of the videos that I posted, one of my backpacking videos, someone said, "Holy yap." Like, yeah, girl, I'm in my element. I don't need all that. That's not needing. The peeling part isn't needed. Yeah,
Right,
I agree.
Let's give this a test. Not quite as spicy as I would have hoped, but pretty good. Yeah.
I might need to fine tune this a little
You
bit.
getting that? Alright, it's working for me. It's working. It'll do.
I like them too. They add a nice little touch to the video. It's like a nice little break. Okay, do I need 16 uninterrupted seconds of me chewing on a block of cheese? Is that vital to the video? Oh my god, I really want cheese right now. Oh god. I am hungering. I don't like when my tongue comes out. I don't want you guys to see that. What's my favorite cheese? That's a great question. The next one in my mouth. Yes, it shows that you're enjoying it. Okay. I'm gonna put a flag on it. I would say... Honestly, I love Parmesan because it's all reliable, but there's some types of aged Gouda with the like the crystallized proteins that get them like a little crunchy. I do like that as well. Make it 0.5 speed.
Alrighty, as I mentioned earlier today, this is...
Okay, we lost these. Okay, that's how much. So these two clips here are supposed to be overlays in this section. So that's how much we've cut down. So I'm thrilled about that.
my very first bike packing trip, which means before this trip I had to get some sort of bike to do packing trip. Luckily for me,
That made 0 sense at all, but that's the best shot that I have. I needed some sort of bike to do the packing trip.
the two self-described buddies from Portland, Oregon that head up Primos Cycles hooked me up with the fabulous Dame Plus, and so far I have been loving this thing. I really know zero about bike specs, so I'm just gonna put them up right now. But
And I need to do that, so let's put a marker there. Specs.
and maybe that will be useful to you, but
This feels like a paid ad. It's not a paid ad. They gifted me the bicycle, and I really do like it, and so I wanted to give them a little bit of real estate in the video because it was really, really nice of them to send this to me. I've done this before with other things in my YouTube videos. The tent, the Durston tent. Honest to goodness, I don't take brand deals or do paid partnerships if I don't genuinely believe in a product, and if I haven't tried it, I can't really do that. So, you know, if I'm interested in something, sometimes I'll reach out to a company. Like I reached out, I heard really good things about this bike, and I just reached out to them and asked. And so, you know, that's exactly what I said. They said they gifted me the bike, and this is my honest review of it. And when it comes to partnerships and laws regarding content disclosure, I follow. Sub to the YouTube. Thank you so much. I like seeing these kind of videos when I chill out after work. Well, hopefully this one will be done very soon so that we can all watch it together. And
if you're
chill.
wondering, yes, it's comfortable. Yes, it gets you from point A to point B. Yes, it's great for everyday use. And yes, it's great for bike packing. And honestly, that's all you really need to know. I've been having so much fun with this thing today that I definitely want to do more bike packing trips in the future. So on that note, I have a couple name ideas, and I'd love your opinion, so let me know which name you think suits her the best. Got number 1, Wet Wheelie. We have the Blue Bonnet, which makes me sound way faster than I actually am,
Mia.
and complements this beautiful color that
Glad
we've got
to see
going
you
on.
here.
There's Helen Wheels. And then last but certainly not least,
Tree work
we have
ahead.
Abbey Road, spelled ABB, then road, because this bike takes you from A to B on the road.
You like Hell on Wheels? I think your long-form, low, unedited versions of videos promotes what real appreciation and stewardship of the environment and personal health authentically looks like. Thank you. That's very kind. I'm doing my best. Whoops. Wrong button. Probably too much here.
I am actually so incredibly exhausted. I didn't realize how tired that I am. I think it's time for a little bit of dessert, and then I'm gonna hit the hay. Let's go. This evening we have another Canadian delicacy. It makes a nice light snack. Oh. Oh, sit down. Absolutely.
What's gross? What's gross? I love your crochet beanie with ears. It's my dear friend made it for me. It's Timo.
Phenomenal. No
it's
notes.
Timo.
Okay. Teeth, bed. Let's do it.
Coffee crisps are delicious.
I've just been laying here thinking about how awesome today was, and then I found myself kind of falling asleep. So that's it for me for today. I will see you in the morning.
That campsite was so loud.
Good morning. I slept decently well last night. It's still dark out, I think, but I'm excited.
I'm Canadian and not on the list of food I eat, but I bet you if you were away from coffee crisps for a long time and you didn't have access to any Canadian snacks, that any Canadian snack that you had would be one that you would want. I'll raise you that. I'll raise you that.
To get moving, so let's do just
Except for ketchup chips. Ew. Can't do that.
that.
I gotta close my mouth. That's embarrassing. Man, one time I was editing, it was a Lost Coast. I remember this so vividly. It was a Lost Coast trail. I was editing my packing up in the morning footage, and as I was rolling up my sleep mat, I am not even joking, my mouth was open. Like I was just in a constant state of yawning. It was like 6 in the morning. I was so beat. I had hiked 18 or 19 miles the day before, and I was just there like this the whole time, and I didn't use any of the footage because I was so like I was cringing so hard because I'm just like my mouth is agape like a trout. Oh man, we're getting so close. I don't know if I need me pulling out these. I don't know. I'll flag it for the second pass. Keep stakes? Question mark? Oh, no. No question marks allowed. Okay, cool. A lot of work goes into these videos. Big time.
Okie dokie. For breakfast
prefer
this
making
morning,
long form,
we've
though.
got the tried and true granola on the go.
They are metal steaks.
So let's go.
I need to get some biking clothes. I don't have any clothes that are legitimately specifically for cycling. I look like the Michelin Man here. Check this out.
I don't think I have enough layers on. Probably could use one more layer. I don't know.
Welcome back, Jalen.
Okay, let's go.
Oh no! Gosh, I have to get some more, like, some real cycling clothes.
I don't think I have enough layers on.
Oh no.
Enough layers on. I don't know.
Why do I need cycling clothes? Because they're better at blocking the wind. Like, I need windbreakers and things without hoods. Because I've got a sun hoodie on. I've got my Senchi, which also has a hood. I've got this puffy jacket on, which also has a hood. And then my outer shell, which has a hood. And I don't need a single hood, it would seem, actually, given that I'm using a helmet.
I don't know. Okay, let's go.
I think I keep that in. What's the hardest part about starting a YouTube channel? Starting. You just gotta start. You just gotta do it. I do lock up my bike.
I forgot to mention yesterday that part of the reason why the redwoods in this
Keith!
area grow so incredibly tall is thanks to the Eel River.
Rhea, are you pranking me at this junction? Did you just gift 10 subs? Thank you. Are you being for real? No takebacks. I don't think you could actually take it back. But thank you. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. You are amazing. Hey, gang, if you are enjoying yourself and you want to feel the love even after the stream has ended, come hang out with me in my Discord. That's a great place to be. Exclamation point Discord. There we go. Cause we talk about all things fun, outdoors stuff, and I'm there also. Thank you so much, Rhea. That's so sweet.
That part of the reason why the redwoods.
Okay, we also got a lot of footage deleted for this part too, because this overlay has since moved. Oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I forgot to mention yesterday that part of the reason why the redwoods in this area grow so incredibly tall is thanks to the Eel River. The Eel River actually runs across the entirety of the Avenue of the Giants, but it is also known to be prone to flooding. And when it floods, it really floods. So much so that it has taken out entire towns in the past. But when it does flood, it leaves behind layers of sediment, and over thousands of years, it creates a soil that is nutrient-rich, deep, moist, and ideal for redwoods to grow big, tall, and strong. It's hard to visualize.
I don't think we need necessarily 19 seconds of this. Maybe we do like two
The Eel River actually runs across the entirety of the Avenue of the Giants, but it is also known to be...
Like, that was a good one. And then once I stabilize the camera out a bit more, Maybe it's like here?
To be prone to yesterday that part of the reason why the redwoods in this area grow so incredibly tall is thanks to the Eel River. The Eel River actually runs across the entirety of the Avenue of the Giants, but it is also known to be prone to flooding. And when it floods, it really floods. So much so that it has taken out entire towns in the past. But when it does flood, it leaves behind layers of sediment, and over thousands of years, it creates a soil
I got Twitch and
that is
Discord just to join your channel on there. Well, this is great news.
nutrient-rich, deep,
This is great
moist,
news.
and ideal for redwoods to grow big, tall, and strong. It's hard to visualize the water levels in this river here actually rising to be where I am, or perhaps even higher, but
It's
it has
CapCut.
happened, and in 1964, in the town of Weot, which is back that way, there's a high water sign that indicates that the water levels were sitting at around 33 feet in 1964. Poor Weot. But as they say, we ought to get moving. Okay.
Oh, brother. Okay, I don't know.
Back
Do we
that
need
way,
this one?
I am, or perhaps even higher, but it has happened. Big, tall, and strong. It's hard to visualize the water levels in
guess
this
right here
river
would be
here
cool.
actually rising to be where I am, or perhaps even higher, but it has happened, and in 1964,
There we go.
in
I saw the autism tag, so I followed. Let's go, Tism gang! Rise up! Oh, yeah! Very tismal over here. Do I just come up with those jokes on the spot? Little of this, little of that. Sometimes on the spot, most times on the spot. But that one came to me the night before. Because I was thinking about how I missed filming about the Weot high water sign. Because that did happen. I passed it and I was like tired and I didn't want to get off my bike and film again before going to camp. So then when I was laying in my tent, I was like, we ought to get moving.
Okay.
You don't know what we're looking at in the last overlay.
It's hard to visualize
It's
the
the
water
river
levels
through
in this river
trees.
here actually rising to be where I am, or perhaps even higher, but it has
What's my
happened,
hair
and in
routine? Oh, I am so sorry. I don't have one. You should not look to me for advice. I'm so sorry. No, don't cry. Shower and touch grass. Yeah. Shower in rivers.
ought to get moving. Okay.
I wish I could take better care of myself in that regard. I really struggle with like skincare and hair care and stuff. It's so hard. I've been meaning to get my hair cut for like 4 months now, because it's getting too long for me to deal with. But now I'm afraid that like the weight difference of getting like this much cut off, the distribution of the weight on my head will feel weird, and then I'll have a meltdown. So I'm waiting a little bit still. Okay, I like this clip, but do we need the whole thing? It's kind of nice. Do I wear makeup? Oh, there's that one with the glitch. Okay, I guess I can't really keep that. I don't know. I do sometimes, but very rarely. And definitely not when I'm out in the backcountry, because that would just... I'd look like a raccoon after day 1. But I used to a lot more. I think that's better. How many cameras do I use while I'm out filming? Just one. It's just my phone. It's not ideal. Thank you for the super chat.
So I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of
You're very sweet. Thank you so much.
So I was stopped on the side of the road for a couple of moments, and a state park truck drove past me and then pulled over into a turnout and opened their door. And I thought that I was about to get in trouble for what? I don't know. I didn't do anything, but that's where my mind went. And it turns out it was just somebody who actually recognized me, and their name was Bubba, and they gave me this crochet heart that one of their coworkers made, and I am going to treasure this thing forever. I love trail magic. So I do believe there's a speed limit here. Thank you so much, Bubba, and thank you.
Yeah, shout out to
all
Bubba.
of
Bubba came and said hello today. I don't know if Bubba is still here. Should I define trail magic? Because I've had a lot of folks ask about
and
what
I
that
thought
means.
that I was about to get in recognized me. Their coworkers made. I love trail magic.
Yeah, I should. 100%. Why wouldn't I? Trail magic definition.
I do believe there's a speed limit here. Thank you so much, Bubba. And
Trail magic is like, yeah, basically like wonderful things that happen on the trail, but like more in the form of like things that fulfill one of your needs. So that need could literally just be morale. But like a water cache is trail magic, like somebody leaving water intentionally for hikers to use, like specifically like long distance hikers. Or I was able to give someone trail magic when I was doing Half Dome, because I had done Half Dome. I woke up at 3 a.m. from the John Muir Trail, and I hiked up and summited Half Dome and then came back down. And so by the time I came back down, it was starting to pick up, and somebody stopped me and asked me how it was, and I told them like it was good, but like I'm really glad that I had gloves, because the cables would have tore my hands to shreds, and they didn't have any gloves, so I gave them my gloves, and then I was able to trail magic.
thank you to all of the wonderful staff and crew that belong to Humboldt Redwoods State Park for keeping this place as breathtaking as it is.
The trail provides. Heck yeah, it does. I don't like how I was like just getting started in that clip. I don't need all of this. Hello.
Do you see these two trees here? They're actually one
See you later,
tree.
Ria. Thank you so much for your support. Unbelievable. Please come hang out soon.
They're actually one tree. This is just another example of how resilient redwoods are. So redwoods, along with a number of other types of trees, can develop what are called burls, which are woody masses of tissue that are filled with dormant buds that will become trees in the event that a tree experiences some sort of stress or physical damage or threat. So you can see that there's some fire scarring on this tree, and my guess is what happened is that there was originally one tree with a burl on it that experienced fire damage, and this triggered the burl to send another tree into existence. So basically we get two trees for the price of one. Gosh, that's cool.
Buy one, get one tree, as somebody said earlier.
Well, gang, I'm approaching my rendezvous.
Okay, I don't like that you can hear the car. I need to fix that clip. Let's see. What other option do we have here? There's a car in that. Don't really like that. Okay, that was good enough. Skunk, thank you so much for subbing. What the flip? How are you doing? Do I miss Canada all the time? Do I watch Outdoor Boys? I'm in the top 5% of viewers. Hell yeah, I do. And then some.
I'm approaching my rendezvous point, which means it's time for me to head home.
Gang, we flippin' did it. We actually did it. Sweet Lorna Doone. Holy cannoli to the moon. We edited the YouTube video. It's not done. We still need to do the fine tuning. We still need to go and fix the audio. We still need to put the flippin' text stuff on, like about the mileage and stuff. I still need to put my little intro bit. Oh my goodness. We actually like made it through. How long is the video? Now game time. Yeah, fire up the league. How long is it? Let's see. We are currently sitting at 35 minutes. 35 minutes. Not bad. I thought that this video was going to end up being a lot longer. My Yosemite video had the same amount of footage. It was like 75 or 76 gigabytes of footage. And that one ended up being an hour. So the fact that this one is only 35 minutes, I am so thrilled. Don't add an intro bit. I just mean my little like cha-ching that I do in my YouTube videos. Like just the 2 seconds, like the thing that says like Pepper Steps with my logo and all that stuff. Oh my god. What a But now that this is really close, I can hopefully finish it soon. Then I can post it, and then I can whether I post it first or not, I can start working on my next YouTube video, which is I already have the script written. It's my 3-season ultralight backpacking kit, the full gear loadout that I take that is ultralight. There's a Latin word that I'm looking for that is like my greatest work. My greatest creation, the peak of my gear loadout, and it's very in depth. And I talk about magnum opus. Thank you, Toby. Thank you. It is my magnum opus of gear. It is everything that I bring from top to bottom thoroughly, and I haven't ever done a video like that before. But now that this is close to being done, I can hopefully very soon go out and film that and have that also as a YouTube video. And maybe there's a universe where I post on YouTube a little bit more consistently, and maybe that's all we need to do. One day I will be able to rest my weary head from TikToks and Reels and chronicle adventures, and honestly continue editing on live. Like why not? Like maybe I will one day have an editor, but this is great. This is great. Please do base weight and total weight for a curious me. Of course. Literally every single thing will be in that video. Every single thing I'm going to have links to. I'm going to have the weight. I'm going to have the brand. I'm going to have all the specs. And then you can deduce from that. But if you're interested now and you don't want to wait and you want a spreadsheet, I do have a spreadsheet of all my gear, and it's not materially different from what the video is going to be. I have a spreadsheet with all the links on my Patreon for patrons if you're interested in getting an actual download of a gear loadout with weight in it and separated by base weight, worn weight, total weight, all those things. Yeah. See you later, Jalen. What's my end goal for the channel? My end goal for the channel is to be able to do it full time. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that means. But I would really, really love to be able to make more videos like this that take you along with me on my adventures. And that's ultimately what I want to do. I love talking about gear, but I get it's more fulfilling for me to struggle in the wild. And I wish to struggle more. Thank you. I know you do ultralight and I've always loved it, but I end up still overpacking. It's a curse. My legs stay strong. There's a bonus. You get a strong back and strong legs. But yeah, I do have an ultralight gear list already on my Patreon. But then the next YouTube video, well, maybe not the next, because you know I did mention a little bit earlier that I do have another trip coming very soon. But I would like to get that out before I go on that trip. That would be nice, anyway. Wow. When do I post this? When do I post this? It's not ready yet. I still probably need to work on it a little bit. I want to go through it a couple of times on my own too, and maybe just adjust things. I need to fix the sound. Not today. Not today. Maybe I could see Sunday at the absolute earliest. More like Monday to Wednesday. Did you do a video on beginners and where to start? I did a while back, but I actually am in the process of writing a guide, and I just finished the first draft, and it's completely done. Part 1 of the first draft is completely done, and I am just waiting on my illustrator who does my lovely emotes to make some illustrations for the guide, and then the guide will be available hopefully soon as a downloadable PDF. It's 50 pages right now, and it goes through absolutely everything that you could possibly need to step foot on the trail with confidence and doing so safely and also having lots of fun. And I'm very, 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 very proud of it. I worked very, very hard on it. I thought you drew your own stuff. I do, but I don't draw my emotes because I can't draw people. I can draw scenes. All my emotes are done by my illustrator, but everything else is me. Because I can't draw people. I can. I'm not very good at it, though. I don't like doing it, and I struggle. Certainly not myself. And I really like this guy's style. So, yeah. I do landscapes, like the half dome drawing up there, and all the designs that will appear on heypeppersteps.com, or happysteppin.com, excuse me. There's the thing for the merch if you want to get some merch like these. But yeah, there's going to be a guide coming out soon, and folks on Patreon have access to the drafts of that as we speak. But if you want the polished copy, hang tight a couple weeks and then it will be here. Is my old shop still up? Technically, but it's better if you buy from happysteppin.com because it's better integrated and it's where we are migrating to. I'm kind of planning I'm planning to get rid of my old website and have instead I'm going to become a real influencer and have like a link tree, which is what I have now, and then also my website, which is happysteppin.com, that will have merch but also like nature art and like my art clothingified, if that made sense. Because I have like seven or eight designs that are locked and loaded and ready to upload to that, like to make into shirts. But you're still trying to burn off your stock on the old shop still? No. It's all there. It's all on happysteppin.com. You wanted to ask about merch. What did you want to ask? Because I can answer. I reckon. Ooh, I just remembered that now I have to now I have to work on the photos, and I'm gonna do a little Instagram post about this. Pepper, put QR codes in your guide that link to shorts of you hyping the readers up like only you can. Can I hire you, dude? Like, what's with all the ideas? Oh my gosh. I got you covered. Good. See you later, Michael. Thanks for hanging out. What kind of tattoos do I have? The kind that are on your skin and they last forever. Non-temporary. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for subbing. What the flip? We got 1, 2, 3 now. Coffee mug merch. Should I do coffee mugs? I could do coffee mugs. I thought about it. I could do coffee mugs. 1,000% I could. One, two, three. Eyes on me. Did I finish editing the video? Basically. We're so close. I'm just gonna go through and do the audio. I think on my lonesome, so that I can like really focus and listen to it, and then I don't know, from there, like the little accessories and such, and then I'll post it. So like really soon, really soon. Reading your content would be one thing, but hearing you is the real experience. Well, then should I do an audiobook? Because I thought about that. I mean, it's not like, okay, here's the thing. Right now is like we're entering peak, like we're about to enter hiking season, and there's no universe in which I could actually finish the entirety of the book. So like, for example, right now it literally, it goes through everything that you would need to get on the trail. So that includes like the 10 essentials and hiking in different types of weather and how to prepare for them, what to bring, what to eat, mentality, what is hiking, what isn't hiking, how to progress, distance, elevation, terms, like that type of stuff, different types of trails. And yes, hiking season is year round, and I would stand by that. But for a lot of beginners, this is spring and summer is when they want to start. That's very true. So given that, what I have right now is 50 pages, but I haven't necessarily talked about things that you would want to know while you're on the trail. I talk about trailheads, I talk about bathrooms, I talk about all, like literally so comprehensive all the way up to actually walking on the trail. Now, I could talk, like, I plan on talking about that. I plan on doing a deep dive into that, but I won't be able to finish that. It would be it would be summertime before I would actually have anything to present. So what I'm thinking that I'm going to do is I'm going to release this in 2 separate parts, because we are approaching the time that people are going to start looking at hiking as a viable option. And it's 8:45 a.m. in Australia. Oh my goodness. Happy Friday. TGIF, am I right? Where was I going? Oh shoot. Part 1 is part 1 of the beginner hiking guide, takes you all the way to the trail. Now, with part 2, what I want to do is I want to talk about things like pacing and like the act of hiking, and like maybe mobility routines, stretching routines, a little bit of fitness stuff to help you like on the trail, or like stretches that you could do while you're out there, and then the recovery aspect of it. So that would be part 2. And there's no universe that I can finish that within the next couple of weeks, but I want to have something. So this is what I can do to help folks who want to start hiking this season. Right now, they want to start getting on the trail. This is everything you need, literally up to the trail. It is, yeah, and it's a guide. Exactly, it's a guide. Long-term goal would be to have something that is like publishable, and that's where I see this going. But probably by next hiking season, so like next spring, I will have something like actually physical to release, which would be so cool. But yeah, the hiking guide that I have is so comprehensive. Like, it literally goes through like layering systems and what these things mean, and then there's definitions and terms and examples, and I made it kind of like, it's kind of like a mix between like it is heavily influenced by school textbooks insofar as I have lots of examples with obscure names. Like, my favorite is Liv No Trace. Her name is Liv No Trace, right? How about a section about some of the hazards, like snakes or other animals you may run into? That's brilliant. And I think that would be a really, like, something that would fit really well in the second part, because I haven't actually spoken yet about being on the trail whatsoever. It really is just about getting on the trail, and then like how to pick your shoes, how to pick your socks, how to pick your pants, how to pick your shirt, how to pick whatever. And it's gonna have the cartoon Pepper as like little pictures in it. So I'm very excited about that. I don't know when that's gonna come out, but it is the writing part of it is done. The writing part is done, at least for now. School textbooks are the driest thing to read, and it felt more like a read this section or that. My textbook's gonna be sick. You're not gonna be able to put it down. Can I appify it? Okay. Enough with the good ideas, dude. What the? Okay. Should I be writing this stuff down? Like, oh my gosh! Please tell me you submitted a ticket already. Who are you? It depends on the textbook. Oh, brother. All right, gang. What a day. We actually finished the video. Now I need to start looking at moving towards planning my next bikepacking trip, which is going to be a longer trip. And I'm not going to do like a nature, like, it's not going to be like a like a video like we just edited. It's the footage that I want to get from this is I bought a camera and it's coming in the mail, and I'm going to have it be from the back of the bike, POV, so that you have uninterrupted long sections of biking, and then you can choose to watch it, or you know, you have it on while you're working, or completely ignore it. It's completely your call. Will there be a section on cigar and salamis? There is a little bit. I did put a little salami Easter egg in there. Did you buy a mount or stick for the camera? Yes, I have that set up already from the bike. Let me show you. I'm gonna kind of refine it, but you can see it back there. It's not ideal right now, but it'll be better. It'll be better. When will it be available to be beamed directly into my brain? You just gotta come on one car ride with me, and I won't shut up, and then it'll be there in your head, and you'll never be able to get it out. I'm so excited to share the title, too. Ah! It's so good. It's so clever. Guys, I'm really funny. Like, I'm really funny for a girl. Okay, gang. Happy flippin' Thursday. Thanks so incredibly much for hanging out with me. I'm so stoked to see that we've got the video 99% done. Stay tuned for that video to come out. Maybe I'll do a live premiere or something. Stay apprised. Instagram stories is usually where I put this type of information, and sometimes TikTok as well. Maybe we'll premiere the video. Maybe. I'm not sure how we'll do it, but this was fun. Your idea was good. It definitely was. Okay, I love you all. Stay safe. Have a happy rest of your Thursday, or Friday if it's Friday. Have a happy Friday. I will see you soon. I don't know if I'll stream on Sunday. I might. There might be a surprise stream there. But if not, just keep the notifications on, because who knows, really. My world is as unpredictable as I express it to be. Does that make sense? Anyway, happy day, happy night, and of course, happy stepping!